here's the way it worked. I could somehow do a really good performance if I felt like it. It doesn't, but that's not what is demanded in the career that I have.
Right.
What's demanded is do a really good performance when you promised that you would, when you signed a contract saying that day you were going to do a really good performance. It's a really big difference, and that's the downside to having had the good life of playing music on the street, because the whole idea is freedom. And on one hand, it's extremely inspiring, and obviously it's freeing from any kind of like rules of society. Like, no, we didn't have bank accounts, and we didn't have telephones, or we didn't have email accounts. We didn't have to answer to anybody.
So you left home to do this?
I did. I really did. There was a point where I was in a high school that finally, the first one that finally said, okay, you say you have this gig, you say you want to go off and do this gig and everything, we'll work with you so that you can catch up on your homework. And I was like, no, I already made up my mind. I'm done. Can't do both. Yeah. That's it. To be honest, I was aware of the fact that studying music in a school, I would never get in. Like, I wasn't good enough. I had no special talent. Being able to sing tragic songs was part of the, attraction. You were so young when you started, and that was part of what people were impressed by, was that you had this old soul and this older voice. Yeah. And you were younger. I mean, it's not going to be that special anymore, right? No, it's a good question. I mean, I know that at that age, there's a shorter distance between what you sing and this very sort of pure emotion, just blasting out like, I'm angry, Yeah, I think that's a big question mark, figuring out how to deal with, rebellion. And in a way, I think it can translate into music, too. Like you say to yourself, well, these are my heroes musically. Now, learn all of this, and now forget it all. Mm-hmm. And you do that all the time when you're playing music, especially if you're going to try to, improvise or just take a leap of faith in performance.
Well, I think you have your influences, and you try to sound like them, and you never will be them. And in failing to sound like someone else, that is where you will become yourself. But
I couldn't agree with you more, and you've taken it to another level. It's not just in the practice of hearing what comes out of you when you're playing in one way or another, but it's in your whole essence and your whole self-identity. Do I feel this way? Who am I? Am I failing at being that thing? And yeah, great. Great. It's very reliable to be unsatisfied.